Everyone knows Sean Diddy Combs, the mogul, the millionaire, the man who turned hip hop into a global brand. Hey guys, we had to do this video. But what if I told you the empire he built wasn't just talent, hustle, and Ciroc deals? It was protected by silence. Because now that Netflix has dropped a documentary executive produced by 50 Cent, one thing is clear: the industry itself knew. Everyone knew, the artists, the insiders, and that was for years, guys. This isn't just a documentary, it's evidence. And with the trial, the verdict, and the fallout, the truth is finally here. Stick around to the end of the video because we do have a list of possible upcoming targets that 50 Cent is allegedly working on. Maybe outing next. Big name celebrities, guys. So stick around for that. Hey, guys, welcome back to another episode of the SNEWS where we cover stupid news powered by Two Peas Out the Pod with Johnny and Shay.
What's up, guys? Hey, man. All I gotta say is that they were smart enough to not let 50 to any of those parties, because 50 was a double agent. No. But he actually, which we all knew deep down inside that, yeah, we just didn't have enough evidence like 50 had with the money and the resources, with him doing the whole Power series and then selling the his vitamin water and doing some business deals and stuff like that to get him to where he's at right now. But we would always know that, yes, where he got to is actually with his talent. Nonetheless, let's remember that he got here with his talent most of all, unlike the diddler.
The diddler. So, guys, Sean Combs' The Reckoning is not a career celebration. It's a four-part confession told by the people who say they watched it happen: former artists, employees, partners, producers, security. Not one random blogger, not an anonymous gossip person, but the people who were actually in the room through his career. And what they describe isn't a bad night or a messy breakup. It's a culture built on fear, power, and control. And again, according to them, everyone knew.
Well, I mean, come on now. I mean, right off the back, we all knew Biggie and Tupac were friends. But when you got the diddler behind the whole situation, he has a lot of female tendencies. Right off the back, getting upset and
Jealous.
jealous. So I mean, that's more of a female trait, not a male trait, I would say. But
He's like a
I'm
13-year-old girl.
yeah, little 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is that Biggie should have, or at least his wife or girlfriend, Faith Hill at the time, should have at least tried to get him out of it. And I'm sure, you know, uh, behind closed doors, maybe Tupac and Biggie may have a slight conversation, like trying to get him out of the whole little situation too. So
Yeah.
just saying,
Maybe that was coming and that's why he did all that allegedly.
possibility, possibility.
So in 2024, Diddy and he was indicted on obviously the charges that we know about: trafficking adjacent allegations. Many say were whispered about for decades. So by mid 2025, he was found not guilty on most of the explosive trafficking charges, but guilty on federal charges of transporting women across state lines for prostitution and sentenced to over 4 years in federal prison. He actually got, I think, close to 5, but they considered time served. So it wasn't a slap on the wrist. It wasn't a fine. It was actually a prison sentence. He's in there now for a man who once ruled the culture like royalty. And here's the part the internet can't handle. When the verdict dropped, not one major artist spoke up for him. No trending hashtags defending his legacy, no hashtag free Britney, any of that stuff. No industry tears because everyone knew and they were kind of like, well, karma's a, you know what, here it goes.
Um, yes, karma is what it is, but again, it's the best way I can say is that maybe he and I mean when you watch the whole documentary, he had plenty of opportunities to actually sit back and just do what most record execs do. He could have did the right thing. Now, I would say this, a young Cassie, this was already alarming as it is, that to each his own. If you're a 19-year-old girl and you just happen to like an older guy, that's cool. But that's kind of more of a red flag, I would say. Um,
Well, it's not a red flag on her part. I think
it's
she went into it with good intentions, but then, he kind of like inserted her, took
but
Kim Porter out of the situation and inserted her into the situation slowly, obviously.
right, but I just felt like if you're a young and developed, and by all means, I know you're trying to get your paper and everything, and and I'm sure certain people already knew Diddy's tendencies, and then on top of it, again, I go back to the 1991 situation that he went through, and that's what he got known for. I'm like, he already got bodies on his roster already.
Yeah.
So it's like that's kind of like 2 flags already, and then, like, okay, she is a young, beautiful, and still a young, beautiful woman, but, I would say this, it was kind of like, why would a grown old man, like, go after a young girl? Like,
Well,
I felt
obviously,
like
we know why. That's our culture. But on her end, like I said, I believe it started off with good intentions, and then it just got to the point where he probably kept telling her the same thing he was telling everyone. Yeah, we're gonna put your album out. We're gonna put your album out. We're gonna put your
right,
album out.
and
And then,
it's
oh,
dangling.
I'll pay you then. I'll pay you then. I'll pay you then, and
But
just
he's
stringing it
but
along
like,
the whole time.
the whole situation is, I think there was a scene in that Straight Outta Compton film. Remember how, the, when Tupac was trying to get out of his deal, and then what's his name was like, "Oh, yeah, what about this?
Yeah,
What
like
about
here's the
this?
stuff you
What
still
about
owe. You have to
this?"
pay it off.
What yeah,
So
so
that's probably similar to
that's
maybe what happened.
similar to
Yeah.
the, like, so, like,
'Cause
I
they
just
keep
want
a
you to know
tab
that,
of
like, yeah,
everything, like,
they
we paid
keep
for this trip, this
right.
celebrity
And
appearance.
then on top of it, the clothes you wear, like, again, I believe that's what transpired the whole beef between 50 and him, to be honest,
Yeah.
is, when you ask another man, "Hey, let me buy you some clothes," that's just, very suspect. So,
So, the documentary reveals quite a bit, guys. We're gonna try not to do any spoilers, so you should definitely check it out, but, it doesn't just accuse, it does have details. So, it normalized, the abuse that was hidden as a celebrity lifestyle. Women were pressured, coerced, or controlled. Employees were terrified into loyalty. Careers altered at a whim, and parties described like rituals more than
yeah,
celebrations.
again, I loved how you used the word ritual, because it felt like it was more along the lines of a cult,
Mhm.
technically. Uh, I believe what is it? Remember that one guy that came out with that one clothing brand that was like in the 2000s or whatever, and it was like that. I think he went out of business, and I think then he went to work for Adidas. You know what I'm talking about, right? It was like a very provocative clothing line. I forgot the name.
No.
They made a documentary about it and stuff. I think it was called not American Eagle. It's called American something or whatever.
Oh,
But
I know what you're talking about. I think we watched that one.
yeah, so like for him as an example, but he made his, employees read the book Power,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
laws of power and all that,
And he
and
was doing all that craziness too.
at the same time, it's the same shit. Even 50 Cent even built his show based on those principles. So, um,
Yeah.
again,
Well, that's what happens, right? You get too many people around you that are all yes, women and men, and then just nobody tells you no, and you just go out of control.
yeah,
You
but
don't
I
have any
mean,
type of moral compass anymore. I mean, sometimes people don't anyway. But
yeah, but I know for an example that P Diddy might act crazy in all this particular way, but I know, I'm just gonna be up straight up honest. When it came to like very high up there white executives, he knew his place.
mm,
I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. I mean, come on now. So
well,
on
I'm not
top
saying he didn't know that all the stuff he was doing was wrong. He just didn't care.
no, but but what I was giving you as an example is that he was able to do this to these people or
Yeah.
whatever, but let it be the high execs that are very, not my skin complexion, more of your color. He would be acting right. And
Yeah, that's
same
what
thing
I'm
goes
saying.
to
He knows, like,
yeah,
it's like you find those people all the time in business or corporate. They never punch up, they always punch down.
yes,
It's that whole thing. Like, the above people say, "This is how high we want you to jump. Now get to doing it." And they run and get, jump and skip and everything. And then when it comes downhill, they're always rolling all the shit downhill on everyone else, and
Right.
that's like the same thing with him, I think.
And I
So,
think that's why, because he knew his place. That he knew, like, yeah, there's levitation where you're at, but you're not really at that. And that's where I've always see, when it comes to my minority brothers and sisters that are out there, when they get to a high, like, dude, all right, yeah, that's great to where you be at, but like I'd rather be okay, make where I feel lavish at, and just be like, all right, just sip my ties at that point and still continue doing what I enjoy.
yeah.
But I for most people that want to flash and do all this other shit is just really absurd, and just feel like you're setting or the whole world, or just civilization back.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. That's just entertainment, I guess.
So these aren't rumors anymore. They're testimonies, patterns, timestamps, and behavior trails. And the most chilling part, artists interviewed in the doc say executives joked about it. So that's not ignorance, that's complicity. So people just knew what was going on. The documentary isn't asking if Diddy was guilty, it's asking how many people knew and stayed silent. Record labels, managers, producers, influencers, late night hosts, award shows. Hip hop didn't protect him by accident, it protected itself. Silence wasn't loyalty, it was strategy. So we're going to pull up the social media hit list. So, the whole purpose of this segment, guys, is we check out social media so you don't have to spend your time on it. So, we're going to pull that up right now and show you some of the receipts and some of the crazy stuff that has come out since this documentary has came forward. And while Johnny's pulling that up, just wanted to say thank you so much for checking out our video. Definitely hit that like button and consider subscribing. It definitely helps out the channel. And we're going to get right into it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So we
AI slop.
figured might as well throw an AI slap in here if you guys checked out our AI slap video. Yeah, so this one obviously I think there was a picture of him in the galley or something, but this is like, obviously AI because you can tell like who, nobody's in there without a shirt on and stuff.
Then and who out here be rocking this dog? Like, let's come on now. Like, stop being silly.
Yeah, that's funny though. And then this one, he did troll back upon 50 Cent and I guess sent him some flowers from prison. So basically, after the documentary dropped, to kind of, I don't know if it was like a warning or if it was just like a love tap or something, but basically say like thank you or whatever, I guess as a joke or I don't know. What do you think? I
Well,
don't
I don't know. Maybe 50 Cent sent him a box of lube,
know.
and no, but when he sent it to a dude that he likes, and that dude
Wow.
gave it to him. So ergo, it doesn't come back to 50.
Yeah,
Could be a
well,
possibility.
yeah. And then this one was baffling to me. I don't know if you guys know the "Every Breath You Take" song that he did the whole performance on and got pretty famous off that too. But he has to pay Sting $2,000 every day for life on this song because of kind of the background on it and what he did with the lyrics and I guess they kind of stole a little bit
Yeah.
off of him.
You gotta understand, in the 90s, P. Diddy, and the thing is that in the 90s, I never liked that he did that. He stole always old school. And then, yes, I'll admit, yes, Kanye West does it too. And I start to kind of like, all right, cool. But at the same time, when it came to like Bad Boy Records, for them to do something like that, and the thing is that I grew up with a lot of that old sound and music, so it's like I can point it out. I'm like, "Oh man, what? Come
Yeah.
on."
So this is kind of I guess one of the first instances of like sampling where he really just kind of like stole the whole thing. So yeah. And then this is Biggie's estate put out a message on their page just saying, if you don't know now, you know, in regards to the documentary. So obviously that's a song lyric from his one of
Hey,
his albums.
yeah, man, and I believe that's why when I always say that, and if you don't know, now you know. I always say that. You know why I've always said that is because fucking the Diddler did it, dog.
Yeah. I just thought this one was funny. So they're calling it Mount Touchmore. Obviously, you have R. Kelly up there. You got Weinstein, and then Cosby and Diddy now. So they're four peas in a pod.
Yeah, man.
We can't say that because that tarnishes our show. They're four peas on a mountain. Whatever.
You said it.
Brothers in arms.
You mean touchers of arms.
Yeah. Pretty much. And I just thought this one was, like, so funny.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah. So, it's just funny. He's put his baby oil on the baby, and then the baby is Diddy. So, guys, stick around to the end of the video because we are going to reveal a list of people that he's possibly working on outing. And this is the first kind of runner up, obviously, based on the title that you clicked. So, we just wanted to share this. It's, an alleged, right? So, possibly turning up the heat once again, and this time warning that it's aimed at Oprah Winfrey. So,
Again, I'm gonna say this. Dave Chappelle, remember he did this skit about making it a band of Diddy, and now remember he also did a skit about Oprah. And look,
so
50
he's
Cent,
foretelling the
50, yeah, 50,
future.
yeah, yo, I would say like Dave
He's like the
Chappelle, no,
Simpsons
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, it was like he was like the urban Simpsons for us, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he said, he told Oprah she better run, hinting that she may be the next public figure to be exposed in an ongoing wave of Hollywood scandals.
Might
So
as
we'll see
well.
if this is like really true news or not, but
I hope so.
it'd be crazy. And this is his mom, how it came out in the documentary that, he kind of, well, you guys will see it, but he talked about stuff that he did to his mom, when he was younger and everything, that he slapped her or whatever and did other stuff. And so she came out and basically said that it wasn't, all that stuff's not true or whatever.
No. So,
Of course.
but okay, but let's just say hypothetically, let's toy with this for a second. Let's say, for example, she has dementia, and then she be like, remembers, and then she starts talking about it and stuff. So then, remember, it's 2025 now,
Yeah.
guys. When she said this, but then let's just say she's gonna be up there in age and may get dementia, and what's to say? Oh, and then she starts kind of blabbing out about it.
Yeah, possible.
I wouldn't want that on Mrs. Combs, but I'm just saying,
You're always
being
gonna
around.
defend your son, though. I mean, let's be real. And then this one, Ja Rule's basically just calling out 50 because obviously doesn't agree with him holding, one of their, I guess, members of their community out like this. So I don't know, really know why. I don't think he's really sticking up for Diddy. He's just more saying like 50's always been rat or whatever. So,
Yeah,
but they've had a beef for a long time, I guess. There's more behind that
yeah,
story.
yeah. There's more behind the whole beef between them, but let's everyone, we all agree that yes, Sean had something to do with the whole Tupac situation. So that's why we're just trying to just put the pressure and the bolts onto him to tell him just, hey man. And I felt like, dude, the best way to get ahead of this is just to just come out flat right with it, man, and just you're already spending like, what is it, 50 months, you said?
Yeah.
So I
Well,
mean,
time served. So I think he's only really gonna be in there for like 4 more years because he's already been in there for like a year.
oh, oh, okay, well then, yeah, that, then I guess
Yeah,
if
but I'm
he
sure he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in there. He's never gonna admit to that. Are you kidding me? You hope.
unless 50 Cent releases the part two of this video.
Yeah, you never know. And then this is like basically one saying that he interviewed basically everyone alive for the documentary except his own mother of his children, Daphne Joy. And essentially she told prosecutors that she was with P. Diddy for 4 years, that every time she saw him, they were, basically doing stuff.
I just want to say for the record, your son is a grown ass kid. Why are you holding him? Put
I
him
don't
down.
know.
Like put him down, like down. What? Like he could have just he would be up to your waist. Like what was that all about?
Yeah. So basically, he didn't want to, out himself as, having been like trolled from Diddy or whatever. So he didn't actually interview her or anything for the documentary, which I don't know. To me, that's kind of shady, but whatever.
All I'm gonna say is put your son down. God damn, dog.
This is just funny. So this is 27 weeks ago that this one was posted, and he was at the Knicks game wearing a free Diddy shirt. So he knew he was working on this documentary at that point. I'm pretty sure. So he was kind of like already trolling or whatever. So, and he was always
50
trolling on
now.
Diddy anyway. So, and then this one, so basically, trolling him and said that, if anybody wants to do any interviews on Diddy, he's not available for 4 years, so he can definitely take his spot on speaking engagements or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah, he have a speaking arrangement or something he's supposed to go
I
to, but
think
then
so,
yeah.
yeah. So, like,
Oh,
wow. And then this was just so funny. So, obviously, jury selection for the Sean Diddy Combs trial, it's a joke, but
it was nothing
even
but
50
just
posted it his own self, so I thought it was funny.
man,
Your peers, 6 of your peers.
yeah, it's a little classic for us, a little something.
Gonna feel like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's gonna say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
Shout out to Dragonfly for this.
Of Diddy.
I think most journalists would not disclose their sources.
Does he know you'll have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So
I'm just gonna
Wow.
say this here. Listen, guys.
I would
Uh,
doubt he knows.
all I'm gonna say is the diddler is just the diddler, dog. No matter what you
Mhm.
slice it, dog. And 50 did it right, dog. Just a clown on his ass, but I mean, he deserved it, man. He should have just one. Like I said, he screwed Mace out of the whole deal. Could have got Mace. I mean, for 1 mil, and I definitely will side with 50 Cent. Yeah, Mace was only worth 1 mil, dog. Just gonna be real. Just take it.
Yeah. So, guys, 50 Cents didn't just make a documentary, he detonated a narrative. So, their rivalry does go back decades, but this time 50 didn't drop a diss track, he dropped a docu weapon. And unlike music, a documentary doesn't fade, it archives, it timestamps, it receipts. So, 50 didn't expose Diddy, he exposed a system that let him exist. So, the question now isn't, did Diddy do it? It's why did everyone look away? When fame gets worshipped, monsters don't hide, they perform. When power protects, truth becomes optional. And when silence becomes normal, everyone knows and nobody speaks up until now. So honestly, I think the ones that you know, didn't necessarily participate in this are still complicit in it and probably will be called out at a later point
Yeah.
because they didn't want to really go on the record or whatever.
Again, I'm glad they did the documentary. I'm glad it saw light of day. Because I mean, it's been a tough year for the Americans. I mean, we didn't get the Epstein list, but we did get this great ass documentary to close out the year. So let's just
Yeah.
be happy about that, guys. All right, we
Yeah.
got a great 50 Cent one. Maybe 50 Cent can probably do an Epstein one. Wink, wink at 50 Cent to probably do something on that one. That'd be a great one to do. But we all know you probably ain't gonna get much on that, brother.
Yeah. So speaking of his next targets, he isn't done swinging. Every time he goes viral, someone else starts sweating, and he's teasing that he has receipts on more Hollywood elites. So there is fan speculation that the next name could be Oprah, like we already mentioned, based on his past hints about her influence and gatekeeping on Black entertainers. He does want to kind of go down that road.
Yes, that is true because I've actually heard of a fan Reddit about Dave Chappelle back then on his Dave Chappelle show. He got like a lot of plat
Mhm.
um for his show during that time.
Mm.
So that was also another, other than him, walking away from what is it, $50 million or whatever amount that he left on the bus, he quote unquote. I would say this, that might have played a part too.
Mhm.
Um, it
And
sucks.
yeah, Oprah has long been seen as untouchable too. So 50 calling her out would definitely shake Hollywood in general and ignite a media war. He's also dropped cryptic lines about Jay-Z. That's an old beef and has unanswered questions. And
And
he has posted some stuff with Diddy and Jay-Z in the
yeah,
same pictures and stuff lately. So we'll see.
the only thing I would say about Jay-Z is he likes to keep his women high. Oh, allegedly. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
I just forgot. Allegedly.
Okay. And then the other person, or there's a couple more, but the next one is Tyler Perry. And I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
Johnny would love if you
oh
got
yeah,
him
man.
on there.
I would love that one, dude. You know what? I would love to just can I just be this film guy there? I'll be out there just for free, dog.
So just kind of diving into his business empire and the industry control rumors that he has. And then Drake, the AI and the ghostwriting angles. He likes to troll on that as well on his page. So that's something that people think he might dive into.
Oh, you know what? Oh man, 50, you know what you should do though? You should do the unboxing of the whole Kendra and Drake situation. That would be a great, phenomenal one to do.
Yeah.
With all his insiders and shit. Should be great.
Yeah. So 50 knows the algorithm better than anyone. He picks targets with money, mystique, and messy history. He's actively turning Hollywood skeletons into storylines and revenue. If he really takes aim at Oprah, that's no longer a feud, that's a cultural earthquake.
Yeah.
So at this point, 50 Cent is less of a rapper and more of a one man TMZ with a flamethrower. I just hope he doesn't
Yeah.
always flamethrow at his own culture. I hope he branches out, you know? I hope he picks,
Uh
some Hispanic people, some white people to kind of target
yeah.
also.
I
I don't
would
really
hope
think it's cool to
I
take
would
down
hope
all your
so.
own people,
Yeah, but
even if they deserve it. But
I would say this. He's doing a good service, but I just hope that remember you can be pointing all these fingers, but remember you still got three fingers pointed back at you. So just make sure
yeah.
you
Well, there's
clean. You
probably
make
skeletons
sure
in his
you
closet too.
make sure you get your boy Eminem to help you on cleaning out your closet, and before you start, throwing,
Yeah.
because then just as quick as you're trying to open up these doors and trying to get these people will be quick to just snuff you out too.
Well, with all the money that he's up against, Jay-Z and Oprah are big time money.
Yeah, I would say, but I guess think of it this way. The best way I can say is this: 50 Cent has won the internet culture war, but that's like the only thing that he has. But I guess Oprah, I mean, she still has what um women.
Well, she has like billions of dollars. That's what she has.
No, yeah, she has billions of dollars, but I'm talking about like her fan base. So it's like older women.
I don't know. I don't really know who her fan base is. I didn't even know she still was really relevant, but
I didn't even know that either.
I
I
guess she has
mean,
her own network or something.
oh
We don't really
yeah,
watch TV like that. So.
yeah. Um, yeah, I forgot about that. So that's true. She has like something like a Hallmark type. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess. But then that'd be like the equivalent of like Jay-Z and his whole little like streaming music thing going on. Oh yeah, did you know fucking 50 Cent tried buying Revolt or whatever this guy owned? Ah, I forgot about that.
Anything else you want to add to this one?
It was just hilarious just to see Curtis Jackson just smirk and smile because he knew what he was freaking doing, dude. Uh,
Yeah.
he became you know how they always says the hero becomes the villain. Yeah, well, now he became the villain now.
Mm,
Well, in the eyes of the evildoers.
yeah. So, guys, this isn't the end of Diddy's story. It's the end of the era where fame made you untouchable. Netflix didn't just drop a doc, it dropped the guardrails. So now the question is, was this justice or just the first domino? We'll see if anything else comes from it. Drop your take below. Let us know in the comments what you think about this whole fiasco if you've watched the documentary. And we will see you on the next one, guys.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.